Are you tired of manually pulling each Docker image from your private repository? It can be a real hassle, right? Well, today we're going to show you how to pull all your Docker container images at once, making your life a whole lot easier. I completely understand your frustration. Having to pull each image one by one can feel like a never-ending chore. You're definitely not alone in this. Many developers face the same issue when managing multiple images. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user recently asked, "Is there a way to pull all images from my Docker repository with a single command?" They have 10 container images stored and want a more efficient solution. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, why is this a challenge? Docker does not provide a built-in command to pull all images at once directly. However, there are workarounds that can help you achieve this. We'll break it down step by step. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a bonus tip that will streamline your Docker workflow even further. To pull all Docker container images from a private repository, the user can utilize a script that retrieves the list of images and pulls them one by one. First, the user should log in to their Docker repository using the docker login command. Next, the user needs to list all the images available in the repository. This can typically be done using the Docker Registry HTTP API or a similar tool that can query the repository for its images. After obtaining the list of images, the user can create a loop in a shell script to pull each image. This will automate the pulling process for all images in the repository. Finally, the user should run the script in their terminal. This will execute the commands to pull each image from the repository sequentially. Fun fact, did you know that Docker was originally developed to help manage applications in containers? Now, it's a staple in modern software development. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to pulling all Docker container images from a repository is to use Docker Compose. You can create a Docker Compose YAML file that lists all your images as services. Then simply run the command to pull them in parallel. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative solution suggests using the Docker command with the option to pull all tagged images from your repository. You can do this by using the command docker pull-all tags followed by your repository URL. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user involves using a shell script to pull all Docker images with all tags from a Docker registry at once. The script starts by defining the registry's address and then retrieves the list of repositories using a curl command. It then iterates over each repository and pulls all tags for each image using the docker pull command. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative solution to pull all Docker container images from a private repository involves using a shell script. First, install JQ to parse JSON. Then, set the registry variable to your Docker registry URL. The script will loop through all repositories and their tags, pulling each image one by one. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative approach shared by another user involves using a simple loop in the command line. They suggest creating a for loop that iterates through each repository name and pulls the images one by one. And here's that bonus tip I promised. Consider using Docker Compose for managing multiple containers. It can simplify your workflow even more. And there you have it. You can now pull all your Docker images in one go. Remember, automation is key to efficiency. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more Docker insights.